Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I'm going to like to get double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Yours in this gospel, brother, living up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just in transit through the spirit, man. Just meditating on some things. And listening to one of the elder brothers as well, and putting things into perspective. Lately, brothers have been doing show on this Kanye dude, this Kanye West nigga, man, okay? And we mentioned him in a couple of shows we did. I myself did a show, not necessarily about him, but the information that he's brought out. But we got to rest assure you, brothers, man, that this guy Kanye West is not a man of the Lord. He's not in the truth, okay? And he has an ultimate agenda that's set up by the bankers, man. And I think we notated that in the videos we did. But we were focusing more on the information as far as how you mentioned that the black were the Jews and how that can possibly have somebody to research what he said. But by no way he is to be glorified at all. Acting like he's speaking righteousness, man, because you got to understand that Kanye West is set up by the establishment, man. Because out of all the times he allegedly had a slip or his MK Ultra, whatever you want to call it, all the times that he allegedly came out and spoke against these so-called small heads, which technically he didn't, because if he was really against them, he would have spoke out against them on CNN. But he didn't. He did the exact opposite, okay, going into how the Christian society, how this America is great and how he loves America. He wants to run for president. That's a red flag, man, for a man of the Lord, okay? And don't let the fact that he has a beard fool you. It's a psyop. He's being set up to do these things. Because if Ye was really against this establishment, okay, he would have been dead already. Trust me. Okay, especially how much he's worth. You know, that we made mention yesterday as well, you know, how he made good music. And we used that in reference to basically show the influence he has on Jake. And the fact that Jake can research what he said and run it to us. Okay, and that's the whole point. But regardless of that, he's still for the greater good of the society, okay? He's not with America being destroyed. So, you know, we can't be simple and we can't allow this whole psyop that they're pushing before us move us, man, because the scriptures say if it was possible, they would be able to deceive the very elect, okay? And Kanye West is definitely not a man of the Lord, and he's not of the elect, okay? But you're going to have cronies out there that's going to look at the videos or they're going to see what he said, they're going to run off with it. Same thing with Kendrick Lamar, okay? Same thing with Lamar Odom, Kendrick Lamar. And I believe it was another one that came out and said that he was an Israelite, Nick Cannon, okay? Like, and look what happened to him. The minute Nick Cannon attempted to get out of line with these bankers or with the elites, with the small headers, they made an example out of his ass, man. They took his show away from him and they put him back in place. So come on, man. You know, people say, well, Kanye may be dead, this and this and that. Well, regardless, he's going to die anyway because he's not a man of the Lord. But overall speaking, the small hat set him up to do what he did. And, you know, we notated that as well. And also, man, I want to say Salakia to the brothers out there and a few sisters that may watch, man. The video yesterday we did, the feed was cut, okay? I think Esau muted he muted the what's the name, man? He muted it. And I know he muted it because I have my phone on a timer. I have my social apps on a timer, so therefore I don't be all on it all day. And it shuts down after 3 hours. But see, I was on my YouTube all day at work and it didn't notify me. So by the time we got to the lesson, all of a sudden it notified me and say, oh, you got 5 minutes, and then once it's shut down. Now it's done that before too, and we started the live stream back up, but it was still sound. So that's how I know that Esau cut this information, okay? Because for the simple fact, we were speaking against his establishment, okay? But Kanye West is not a man of the Lord, man, at all, okay? He's not against the bankers. He's not against Esau. He's not against none that's happening here in Babylon the Great, okay? The fact that he came out and say, oh, I love Trump, and I believe he redacted on that and stated that they made him say that. But if they made you say that, can't they be making you say that you these people too? That you that the Jews are black? Because it's a very notable fact and it's a very well-known fact that everybody know at this point in time of history. Everybody knows who the true chosen Israelites are, even if they admit it or not. So Esau was already like, okay, well, the cat is out the bag. I'm gonna assassinate this nigga. He already know. Okay, but he's not doing the work of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, he's not doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and he's not a prophet of the Lord. So don't let these bugged out tirades that this man is going on deceive you younger men out there. Alright? Because like I said, man, at the end of the day, the Most High, he's raised up prophets. And the prophet's going to tell it like it is. They're going to give you the whole rundown. They're not going to hold no punches back. That's why our lessons come out so rough like that. That's why we are openly speaking against this society. Okay, you don't see us being censored. Well, they try to censor our messages by shutting our videos down and muting our videos. But overall, we go out and we speak what the hell we need to speak. You know, when we on the highways and byways, we come against people. We come against this wicked place. It tells you Isaiah 13 chapter says, roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 13, it says, to the gates of the nobles, shake the hand, okay? That it may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's your bankers, man. That's your elites. You see, so when we out there teaching the word and we on the highways and the byways and we ultimately condemning the society, hey, we going before the nobles, because these YouTube videos, before they even go up, they're getting filtered for information. Okay? Like we made a comment yesterday, we was like, well, you know, with all these strikes they giving brothers, what if they have to put these old videos back up there just to get, you know, just to condemn them even more? You know, we just speaking, just speculating in the spirit. Because one brother made mention that they putting channels back up. But I haven't seen that. But certain videos, I assume, is getting put back on YouTube. But I don't know about whole channels. Because I'm like, well, if GMS 1 get put up, they gonna ban that. Because GMS 1 was very, very controversial, man. Very, very rough. It was like, you know how like, and that's when I was first getting my feet wet. And I was kind of young in the truth. So, you know, it was very, very, very just harsh and rough, austere. And it grew, you know, at times as I grew in faith, you know, my teaching got better a little, you know, at least to what I've seen. I've grown, I say it that way. You know, I've seen growth. You know, the lessons were more established and so forth and more tranquil. But when you first coming out, like they say, every rapper that come out out of the dirt, be they hardest album. And that GMS 1 was like the hardest page I done had damn near. 1 and 2, really. You know, 1 and 2 was kind of like hand in hand, but 2 was more, was well more thought out, was well more established. It was kind of like, and I don't really want to use this example, but this is the only example I can reference. It's kind of like the first 3 Bone Thugs albums. Those their hardest albums. Like you got Creeping on the Come Up, that was straight out the gutter, bro. It was an LP. Then you had E99. E99 was even a better version of Creeping on the Come Up. And Art of War was just hands down, just straight up raw. But it was more established, you know. But E99 was just like just full spectrum. Just a perfect album. And I'm not saying that the page was perfect, but GMS 2 was basically a better put together version of GMS 1. So imagine if that got back out there, which I don't see them having. I don't see them putting our old pages back up. Even the old apostles who had GMS Third Trumpet, man, they was going in on that channel, man. Okay, I mean, they was literally going in. Apostle Tahar call you out from, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You know, he'll call you out across the street. You know, curse you out, curse out Keisha. And we're just rough with it. But over time, you know, our lessons became more well tranquil and more calm, because, you know, as you get older in the faith, you learn to relax a little bit. You're not always on edge. Okay, now that sit down I did yesterday in transit, I was a little on edge because I was a little, you know, pissed off. I was a little frustrated. You know, I was dealing with a lot of stress. You know, a lot of pressure, man. Just dealing with this wicked ass world, and sometimes it showed forth through my teachings, man. You know, but by no means, you know, my heart is not this place. It's actually in the right place when we go into these things. That's why I try to put things into perspective, man. And when you learn how to put things into perspective and you have spiritual discernment, even things that may not seem to be wise, a man with understanding will understand where it's coming from. So even if you say Salakia, brother, it didn't mean to come out like that, you know. Brothers be like, nah, brother, I get what you meant by that, man. There's no guile there, you know. So, but, you know, I'm just clearing that up for you younger brothers out there, because, you know, a lot of times younger brothers will watch the page and think that is what it is. No, it's deeper than that, man. You know, my in transit, I was very vexed. I was very frustrated, you know. I was just going through a lot of stress, man. And sometimes it comes out in the shows. It's better venting in the show than going out and venting in real life, you know. Well, I won't say real life, actually doing some dumb shit. So I'd rather let my anger and my frustration out, teaching the word. Hopefully it can edify, you know. But even being careful with that, But going back to the point, this man Ye is not a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and you cannot be fooled by such wickedness, man. Okay, he's been set up, he's been paid for, and hey, they controlling him, man. He has handlers, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep that in mind, brothers. All right. GMS Columbus, a saint, shalom, brother. Ecclesiastes 1:18, it says, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." Right. So the more you know, the more you get vexed in the spirit, because you know the ways of righteousness. You know what's supposed to be versus to what is. You know. And I got a feeling, I think that Esau is messing with my feed. I think so, because the listing and the followers keep going up and down. So I think Esau is messing with the feed and maybe jumping in and out, you know, due to signal references. I don't know, maybe a signal jam around here. But regardless of that, man, Esau is messing with it. He was messing with it yesterday too. So Salaki, if this video was a little sketchy, you know, due to the signal. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there, brothers. I'm at the plantation. All praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a baba ball. Shalom.